Hi everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. And if you're not new, hi again. This is my channel. I love everything DIYs. I love Dollar Tree DIYs. I love thrift flips. And I also love to make wreaths. So if you like what you see here, you know what to do. Hit that red subscribe button. I would love to have you. And also don't forget to like and leave me a comment. It helps my channel and I love to hear what you guys think. I am also on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. You can also find me there. And I also opened up my own wreath shop on Etsy, and I will have that link down below as well. But today is all about Bloom with Grace Challenge by Monner's Market, and a co-host is Mama Mia DIY. So I will have their links down below as well. Also the link to the playlist so you could go check out all of these talented ladies and what they come up with. It's all about poinsettias this month. So what I'm going to do first in my first DIY is I'm going to take two of the Dollar Tree Christmas trees that you can purchase there, and I'm taking some of these really pretty poinsettias and a few picks that I got between Hobby Lobby and also the Dollar Tree. Now that was the ribbon that I'm going to be using to make my bow as well. And what I did is I just took the trees out of the box and I took all the hardware off because we don't need the stands and we didn't need that bottom part, and that just screws right off. Next, what I did is I'm going to fluff out all of my little branches on my trees. And the first one I'm going to make kind of flat because we're going to put two of these together so it makes the tree look a little bit more full, because these can look a little not full because they're Dollar Tree trees, but you can make these look really nice. So what I did is I took the two of them and I just fluffed them open. I moved the branches to the side, kind of left it flat because we're going to kind of stack them on top of each other. And the second one, I kind of moved the branches upward like you would a Christmas tree, you know, and make it look really nice and fluffed out. So then what I did is I'm going to take a twist tie and I'm going to tie them together with those. This will keep them nice and secure. And can you guess what we're making? A swag. Yes, we're making a swag. And these swags are really cute. They're tiny swags, but they're really pretty. I mean, to put on a small door, or you could still put them on your front door if you'd like. And then what I'm going to do is to make it even elevate it a little bit more, I'm going to take some white chalk paint by Waverly and I'm just dry brushing the branches because I want it to look like they're frosted, kind of like snow. And doing this technique really makes it look a lot more, not expensive, but better. And it does give it a lot more elegance to it. And I really love the frosted look on the branches. I think it looks really pretty, especially that it's Christmas time. So once that's all done, what I did next is the top part, the metal piece is showing. So I took a Dollar Tree jute rope, the thick jute rope that you get there for $1, and I just glued it and twirled it around that top part of the tree there, and this way the metal's not showing and it looks a little bit better. Then next I took some of these gold picks that I got at the Dollar Tree. They're very glittery, but they're super pretty. And what I'm going to do is kind of fill them out inside of my swag. So I wanted to fill it out a little bit more, make it look more full. So what I did is I cut them all off, and then now I'm just going to kind of stagger them around in the branches wherever I see spaces like that are open, where I feel like something needs to be put there. And I just put glue on the bottom of them, and I'm just kind of gluing them down inside of the inside of the tree. And I do that all around in different spots, and I use some of the big ones, and then there's also some little ones on this pick as well that I also kind of put in here and there. And this turns out so pretty, you guys. I made quite a few of these for a craft fair, a craft show that I'm in for this weekend, and I did so many different versions of this. And it's just so easy and so inexpensive to do. And they turned out so, so pretty. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on these. So I really like these. And it's super easy to make. So I hope that, you guys will try it out. And let me know how you guys do. So I put in a few of the small ones too, because there are some small picks on this, like I said. And I just kind of kept gluing them in different spots. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason with it. I just, filled in wherever I thought there was a space that needed to be filled in, basically. And then once I got this all done, I come in with some other things as well. And I did use pretty much all of the picks, all of the pieces from this pick, I should say, to fill in the different spots. And then I came in with a poinsettia, of course, because this is all about poinsettias. And this one I did get from Hobby Lobby, but I got 50% off. And I'm going to put that towards the top part of my swag. And what I did is I kind of I was able to move the wire on the end of the pick, and I was able to twist it around the top of it, of the swag, so that it stayed. And then I also secured it with some glue, some hot glue as well, to make sure that it wasn't going to come off and stay in place. And I think I also used a zip tie. So you can also use a zip tie. I mean, you glue whatever you want to use that you have. That's all. No, it's okay. My dog, sorry guys. He heard pounding. And then what I did is, once that was nice and secure, I took this other pick these little berries that were gold. And I got that pick from Hobby Lobby. And all I did was take a piece off, and I just glued it to the bottom part of my swag. And I fussied around with this thing so many times, you guys, because I wanted to make sure everything was secure and nice and tight and looked really pretty. So then once I get that in, now I went and made a bow with my bow maker. I use the easy bow maker. I don't show you how I make the bow. I know there's many tutorials on YouTube. I haven't done my own tutorial of making a bow yet, but I plan on doing one in the future. But I didn't want to, keep you by showing you how to make a bow. So you make the kind of bow you would like. And then what I did is I just tied that to the top. And there it is, all pretty nice and done. And then what I did is I came in with these little crystal, they're little balls. And they got these crystals on them, I guess you would say, but they look like ice. And I thought these were super pretty. I got this pick from Hobby Lobby, and I just took the balls off, and the bulbs, I guess I should say, and I just staggered them on to my swag, and I just glued them down into place. And that was it for that. And this came out super, super pretty. I love the elegance of it. And yeah, I mean, and then I glued a couple pieces of the branches to the bulbs because I wanted to make sure that they weren't going to pop off or come off or anything like that. I wanted to make sure they were secure and in place. So I just kind of pushed them in really nice and tight. And that's it for this DIY. So once I get this one in, which you'll see right now, and then I show you it all nice and done. And I did bring those ribbons down the side, kind of and they looked really pretty, just draped down the side of the swag. And it kind of made it a little bit more fuller and made it look super pretty. So there it is. And those ribbons I got at Hobby Lobby as well. So here's a close-up hanging on my door. And I absolutely love the way this turned out, but you'll have to know what you guys think in the comments down below. So now for DIY number 2, I took one of these Tabasco baskets. And this one I got 75% off at Joann's, and it was their end of summer spring sale. And I decided to go in with the plaster by Waverly, and I didn't like it, which you'll see in a minute. I changed the color. But then I came in with my white chalk paint, and I decided to put a little bit of snow on these picks from the Dollar Tree. And they have poinsettias on them. As you can see, there's little poinsettias. And I just kind of went over them, make them look really like they have snow on them. And you just brush it on like a dry brush. I barely have paint on my brush right now as I'm doing that. And then I decided to come in with the Truffle by Waverly chalk paint. And what I did is I went over that plaster and I just kind of dry brushed. I didn't go over with a thick coat because I kind of wanted to keep a little bit of that plaster color in there as well. So it gave it kind of like that rustic look. And I don't show you painting the whole thing because I just really dry brushed the whole thing. It wasn't a full coat of paint. And I liked that color a lot better. I just felt like the light color was just too light and it wasn't the look I was really going for. So there it is, all done. And then I'm going to come in with this big pick that I got from Hobby Lobby. And believe it or not, that pick was only $2.99 with 50% off, which I could not believe. So I took that off and I took the little pine cones off of it. And now I'm just going to glue it down to the bottom part of the basket. And I glued it really, really well. I put a lot of hot glue on this, a lot, because I wanted to make sure it was going to stay. And then I came in with those two little picks from Dollar Tree that I dry brushed. And I just stuck them on both sides and kind of made it look like, you know, they kind of meet together. And I just kind of had them resting on the bottom of the basket. So this you could kind of either stand up somewhere on a shelf or something, or you could hang it up on a door or whatever, you know, or on your wall, whatever you'd like. But I really like these baskets because they're very versatile and you can do a lot with them. So like when this is over, I could take the poinsettias out when Christmas is done and put in different flowers for whatever season. And then of course I made another bow and I put that on the top part of my basket like so. And I didn't show you making the bow again because it's just, you know, it's just making a bow. I don't know. I'm not very good at making bows, so it takes me a while. I'm not going to lie. But you know, I do my best. So there it is, all done, and it's tacked down with some glue. And I also used my little pipe cleaner to also tie it down so it wasn't going anywhere. And then like I said, I also used a little bit of hot glue. And then I'm just kind of like moving the ribbon around so it looks pretty and nice. And I really love the way this turned out too. And then I wanted a little sign in there. So I got these at the Dollar Tree. They say Merry Christmas. And I'm going to use some of this brushed metal. And that's what it's called. And I'm just going to paint the sign that says Merry Christmas with that color. And then I'm going to glue it down to the bottom of that little basket. And this turned out super cute too. I absolutely love it. And this is the kind of stuff like that I would sell at my craft shows that I go to. So I really, really love the elegance. And I think it looks high end. And like this is something you would buy at like a really nice store like Kirkland's or anything like that. And I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. And yeah, that was it. So once I got the sign down, that was it. And I put a couple pine cones in the middle of my bow, and that's it. So let me know what you guys think of that one. So this is the last DIY. This is DIY number 3. And I decided to come in with this one and do a little basket inside of a tin. So this tin I actually got at the thrift store, believe it or not. And it was only $1.99. And I was like, this is so cute. And I left it the color it is because I love that color, green. So I left it. And then I have this beautiful poinsettia, like rustic looking poinsettia that I got at Hobby Lobby. And that's going to be the center point of this beautiful tin. Little bouquet, I guess, or centerpiece that you could use. And I just glued down some of the foam down, the floral foam from Dollar Tree. And now I'm just going to start putting in my picks. So the center point, of course, is my poinsettia. So I'm going to stick that down first. And I did add some glue to some of these just to make sure that they stay down. But I didn't want to do too much glue because I can always take them out and, do something else with it if I want. And then what I did is I just started grabbing picks that I got from Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, and I just started filling this tin with all these beautiful things. And so I put some of these berries that look like they have snow on them. I got those at Hobby Lobby. And this poinsettia that I have in here is so rustic looking. I absolutely love these. And they're just so pretty. And I just started, sticking stuff in. This was really simple DIY. And I just took my time with it and, just kept going and just kept filling it. I also did come in and put some Spanish moss in there as well to fill it in. I felt like it needed that. So that's what I did there. And I just kind of filled the back, the front, and just made it look pretty and the way I liked it. And then really that was it for this one too. So while I have you still on here, I just want to remind you all, don't forget to check out the playlist. There is a whole bunch of ladies that are also doing this this month, and I would love for you to check them out, show them some love, maybe subscribe to their channels too, and also don't forget to go to the co-host and the host channels that I showed you in the beginning. They are awesome DIYers. I absolutely love them. Brenda is terrific. She does so many great DIYs. And make sure you check out their channels as well and show them some love. And and if you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe to mine too. Because I know everybody's going to be bouncing around going to each other's channels, and this is my first time doing this one, and I really like it. I love being able to pick flowers to every different month, for every different month we get to pick a different flower, and I think it's super fun and a great DIY project to do. So then I just came in with some more of the picks, and I just kept filling them in like you see me doing. And yes, this did take me a while. And then I stuck this whole pick in because I was like, oh, this is perfect. It's got everything right on it. So I stuck that in and it filled it in a lot. And then I came in with more berries and things and stuck those in as well. And I think I put a little bow at the top of this as well. Just to give it a little bit more detail and prettiness, if that's a word. Cuteness, I guess you could say. And I did stick some pine cones in here too. And and whatever was green, I, used my chalk paint, and I just dry brushed some of that white chalk paint on them and made it look snowy. Look like my branches were snowy. And that's a really simple and easy technique to do. Especially at Christmas time with any of your florals and picks that you have that you want to make it look, so you don't have to spray them with that fake snow stuff. Because that stuff falls off a lot, so I kind of like doing the dry brush technique. And sorry, my head's in the way. And there you go, you guys. There's the basket all done. I absolutely love the way this turned out. I hope you guys like it too. And here comes your close-up. And like I said, don't forget to check everyone out. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, remember, stay crafty. Bye.